Hi gamers, long time no see. I mean, it hasn't been too long, I hope. Okay, yeah, never mind, that's been like a quarter of the year. Whoops. Well, no need to dwell on that long time gap, because today we are back in business. Same me, same art, and, new everything? Now that we are kinda caught up, let's discuss something super duper important. Art styles. I have one, you have one, your mom might have one. It's the sum of your experiences and likes as an artist. Throughout my life so far, I've been inspired by many of stories and tales and pals and males. All of these interests have combined into who I am today. But why am I bringing this up, you ask? Well, it seems that it is the time to revisit these past interests and appreciate them once more. In other words, I'm doing the iconic 10 art style challenge, baby, where you draw your guy in 10 media styles. Yay. For this challenge, I'm using my OC Ryan, who has appeared in many a video on my channel, since he's one of my favorites, and he also has the easiest design for me to draw right now. However, not all art styles on this list would include his piercings and dyed hair. Due to this, I will be changing his design to match whatever universe he finds himself in throughout the challenge. Also, I thought it would be fun to draw my favorite character from each series at the bottom, so if you see a guy appear in each speed paint, that's why. To start this off, let's look at my art style. Well, my art style from 3 months ago if you saw the thumbnail. As you can see, this video has been in progress for a long time. I primarily use bright colors, multicolor shading, and bold eyes. Since I'm dramatic, I don't know, I just think it looks awesome. Likewise, I also don't add eye shines or hair shines in my art. It kind of phased out as I gradually started to forget to include them. Otherwise, my style is pretty usual in the lands of the art realm. For this specific piece, I love making the line art and messing around with the shading to get the specific colors I wanted. Also, for some reason, this is the start of when I began to inverse my colors to make sure there was no uncolored portions of the drawing. Overall, this piece was a blast to work on and seemingly marked the challenge on a great start. Vivnos is an amazing artist here on YouTube who makes horror animations alongside their partner Qmeg and their team. I've been really into their work since my September, so I'm really glad the wheel chose them first. Except I kinda went out of order with the styles, so this is actually the second to last one that I finished. Whoops! For this specific study, I chose to attempt Vivnos style within the Pink Bitch Club since it's my personal favorite, and also Ryan would not survive Alien Stage at all. Vivnos' style is filled with bright colors and thick line art, which was super fun to work with. Specifically for byyyyeeeeee, I noticed that their colors became even brighter, but always somehow managed to avoid dark black since they always replaced it with a dark blue or purple. Due to this, a lot of Ryan's colors, such as his hair or jacket, were changed to match the style. Other than the usual hiccups, I hate drawing hands, this style went pretty smoothly and I really enjoyed how it came out. Well, it looks like the final result is quickly approaching, so let's have fun watching the last few moments of the speed paint. Whoa, immediately a niche territory. The Crooked Man was an old RPG Maker horror game about a guy named David who buys an apartment and immediately has the worst day ever. Wait, the art below isn't the Crooked Man. Wait, what's going on? I couldn't do the Crooked Man. I forgot how little art there was in the game, and there's like 4 CGs. I'm so sorry. This is the one occasion where I had to swap. Anyways, okay, well, Enroll was an old RPG horror maker game that came out in 2015 about a kid named Russell who sleeps and explores a small town and hangs out with the residents within. At first, I thought it'd be fun to replicate the promotional art and outside art of the game, but some creature must have possessed me because I did the pixel art within the game instead. Besides that initial hiccup, everything was going pretty smoothly, until we hit the lower body. Within the game, each character only has a half body shot. To do this, I had to reference the promotional art and hope for the best that it looks okay. Other than that, I had a blast working on this drawing. It was super fun revisiting this old RPG horror maker game and seeing how they used the pixel art and the limited colors to create a visually awesome final product. Next up, Clannad, the anime which impacted me so deeply it ended up unconsciously changing how I write stories. If you don't know Clannad, it's a visual novel and anime released in 2007 which follows the usual formula of guy and girl falling in love. But for some reason, there's like a lot of supernatural and kind of messed up things going on. Also, they do have ginormous eyes that take up half of their face. Chronologically, this is the first style that I started and the last one that I finished. Through this, you can kind of see me get lazy as it goes on. Similarly to Vivinos, this style doesn't use black as a hair color within the main cast. As a result of this, his hair shifted to blue here too. This change made him look related to some of the cast though. I mean, there's a lot of orange and yellow-eyed characters with blue hair within the series. Besides the colors, the other thing I had to make sure to get right was the eyes. The bright, big anime eyes, which I accomplished to kind of okay results. Once I completed these problems, the rest of the drawing was kind of a piece of cake. Well, speaking about the rest of the drawing, it looks like we've reached the end of the speed paint. Okay, cool, non-baka, another niche thing. Thank you, Wheel, for exposing my teen self's interests. Anyways, non-baka is a webcomic and anime that follows 4 very sparkly boys as they try to escape from the world's most secure prison. For some reason, it is also the style that has had the most immeasurable impact on my art. Others had JoJo, while I had Sparkly Inmate Simulator. This style is also the first that would allow Ryan to have his dyed hair and piercings. His outfit would definitely not work within the show though. In order to make it more accurate, he's wearing the prison outfits the inmates from America wear within the show. Why is he in the world's most secure jail? I have no clue. Does he look kinda awesome if he was in the show? Yeah. I'm gonna be so honest, this style was so fun and nice to do. Maybe it was the sparkles or the bright colors, but something made me feel like I was an iPad baby watching fruit videos while making this. I mean, it's probably because my style is like 2 degrees away from it. The non-baka was the art we made along the way. As we approached the end of the speed paint, I just had to include the sparkle in the background since it was too important not to have. Well, with that final addition, our halfway point has now been reached. Hooray! Lacey's Games! Lacey's Games is a digital horror web series created by Ghost Tundra here on YouTube. Following our protagonist, Chart887, we watch as they explore Lacey and her friends' games which reveal the terror that is being a girl growing up online. Out of the boom in digital horror, this one sits on top as my favorite, right next to June Archives and Restoration. The reason for this is due to Ghost Tundra's editing and art within the series. Looking at their art style within Lacey's feels like a blast to the Flash game past, while their editing is simply out of this world. Due to these feelings, I was super excited to do this art style. Luckily for me, Ryan perfectly fits within the aesthetic of this series, so I didn't really have to change anything within his design. I mean, one background character within Lacey's pet shop literally matches his vibe and style perfectly. It's also one of the 2 styles that didn't take me forever to do. LOL, thank you Lacey's Games, you saved me from suffering forever! Well, it looks like that's a wrap on this style, so let's go see those final results. Soul Eater, the one style that I studied before doing this challenge. Did it make it easier to finish this drawing? Maybe. I mean, this was the drawing that caused the many disasters within the production of this video. AKA, I got very lazy while making it and became the king of procrastination. If you don't know Soul Eater, it's an anime that follows Maka and her living weapon Soul throughout their adventures within Death Weapon Master Academy. This art style within this series is such a delight to look at. I mean, each character has their own special eye design, their noses are all so cool, and the shape language within the designs are really pleasing to look at. To do this, I tried my best to change parts of Ryan's design in order to match the reoccurring shapes within the show. Since I had an okay time studying the style, I thought it'd be fun discussing how he would act if he was in the DYMA. Ryan would definitely be a weapon. If you're curious, he would be a camera, who is pretty good at the material they cover in class, but sucks at actually battling. Now that we've reached the end of the speed paint, it's time to go see those results. Madoka Magica, my and maybe your favorite magical girl anime. If you don't know Madoka Magica, it's about a girl named Madoka and her many curious adventures as she fights witches and hangs out with her friends. Funny thing about this specific show, all the main characters are actually girls. That means if Ryan was actually there, he would just be a background character. Due to that initial problem, I decided to make him a student within the school the characters attend throughout the show. This allowed me to just put him in the school's uniform. I mean, RIP his actual clothing, I guess. After this hiccup and accidentally making his eyes too big twice, the rest of the style is actually pretty easy to do. Madoka's specific variations in line within the face has directly inspired my art style, so it was fun trying to see if I was able to accomplish both that and the style's more thin line art. I mean, it was fun until it wasn't. RIP my various attempts at drawing hands and feet. I mean, this challenge has really shown that I struggle without references. Well, after that deadly struggle, it seems like it's finally time to see the results of the drawing. One is an object show created by Cheesy HGF about a backpack named Liam who gets put into an object show against his will. As you can see from the summary, there are primarily no humans within the show, except two that appear like the very end. Due to this, Ryan was sadly turned into a camera. RIP human Ryan in this one specific drawing. If I'm gonna be really honest, there's not much to say about this one. I mean, it is the one that took me the least amount of time, which was like around 30 minutes, which was super nice and awesome, so I guess let's just go ahead to the final results. At this point, I somehow always include Roblox within a video. If you don't know this thing, Roblox is a platform where users can make games and live their dreams as a blocky avatar in a blocky world. I draw a lot of Roblox art, so I unintentionally defaulted to the way I draw Roblox avatars instead of the actual Roblox art style. Whoops. To make up for that, I included such iconic Roblox characters such as Teddy Blockspin and Gubby within the art. Hopefully, that makes up for such a deadly mistake. Aside from that, I'm actually really happy this was the final art style that was chosen. Ryan actually started off as an old Roblox character of mine, so it was fun to revisit the past where I used to put on his avatar to roleplay with others. Well, I guess that marks the end of this style, and the end of this challenge, so grab your speed coils as we sprint to the reveal of this drawing. Whoa, we finally reached the end of the video. I mean, after 3 long months of work, each illustration's actually finished. Are these the best illustrations in the world? No. But I'm still proud of myself for finishing them and taking the time to study how each one has impacted the current me. I mean, without getting too sappy, this video is truly a journey of determination for me, so I'm glad it's finally finished. And with the end of this challenge, I'm coming back with a new motivation to make videos again. That's right, a new video soon! I really hope it won't take a quarter of the year this time. The ominous bell that rings for the end of the video has appeared, so I guess that's my cue to leave. See ya!